I'm doing it again. It's Sewing Bee. It's week 3. And this week the made to measure was that the sewists had to put together an outfit that shared an important environmental message that was close to their hearts. So for me, I'm going to do grow your own. So Gabs and I have a garden. We spend a lot of time in our garden. We grow our own fruit and veg, and we want to grow more of our own food. And we've experimented with all different kinds of growing our own food and local food. So I'm going to lean into that. My dress today is going to be about companion planting. So there is a method called the 3 sisters, which is planting pumpkins, sweet corns and beans because they all help one another grow. So the sweet corn becomes the thing in which the beans climb up, and the pumpkin protects the roots, keeps the soil moist. So I'm going to make a dress that's going to be reflective of that. Also, I do have cystic acne and I am having a flare up. I'm not going to try and cover it with makeup and try and cover it up because it's bad for it. So why would I? So you're just going to have to ignore the Rudolph nose going on. As always, I have cut out, but I have done it in my ridiculously hot conservatory. So I think I set up my camera for like 2 seconds and then was like, I can't be bothered with trying to set up my camera. So there's a little clip of me cutting. I have cut out the bodice, which is going to be the sweet corn. I've got this really nice lace. Don't have a green that matches. I've got a green bobbin which suggests that there is a green somewhere that matches, but I can't find it, so we're going to have to go with this green. And I really love a colour match, so this is playing with my brain a little bit, but we're doing it because I don't know where that green is. It's possible. Oh, it's an overlocker green. It's an overlocker green. It's an overlocker green. Right. When I use overlocker thread instead of normal thread, I put my overlocker thread in a jar behind my machine so it doesn't have to go on the thingy, because otherwise it doesn't fit. Because the thingy's not big enough. So just put it down there and thread it up as normal. I have sewn my middle bit of my bodice, my sweet corn, double layered with a yellow back and lace front, and now I am just sewing together the rest of my sweet corn bodice. I'm making for Thelma today. Made for Louise last week. This week I'm making for Thelma. The problem is I've most definitely gone too big. I always go too big. I'm always too generous with seam allowances, and then I think, well, I can take it in. But it is true, you can take it in easier than you can take it out. But it'd be better if it fit right the first time, wouldn't it? Well, that's okay, because we kind of want that to overlap anyway, so it sticks out a bit. I've had an hour already. I feel like when you're sewing, you go into some sort of like weird parallel universe. Like, how has it been an hour already? I went too simple last week. If you want to watch that, the video is on my channel. Subscribe. But yeah, I went too simple last week, and I feel like maybe this week I may have gone too complicated. Where is my ham? There. But hey ho, we've started now, so we're carrying on. We're going for it. We're going for it. The bodice is the sweet corn, and now I'm going to move on to the skirt. The skirt, when I can find my fabric. Oh, here we go. The skirt is a pumpkin, so we're going to do a pumpkin skirt now. I have some orange thread. This week on Sewing Bee was all reduce, reuse and recycle. So I wanted to try and use as much as we had in terms of fabric, scraps, leftovers. And I also went and raided my dad and stepmom's garage because my stepmom also does a lot of sewing and she also has a lot of scrap fabric. So a lot of the fabric that I'm using is basically, I think the only thing that I bought new was this lining, which is like soft lining fabric, which was very inexpensive. And most of it is just other bits and pieces of scrap that we've used over the years and is left over. Just making a gathered skirt to go on the bottom to be my pumpkin. So I need to get it to 32. So I've gathered my skirt and now I'm going to iron in lines where I want to hand stitch so I can do a bit of gathering up, just so it's got a bit more of a pumpkin feel to it. This might not work. This might not. How many do we want, do we think? We have one there, 5. I don't want them to be like too precise because I don't want it to look like Belle, particularly as this is looking very yellow. But I want it to be, you know, I want enough of them. Gabs has just bought me a coffee and come to tell me that I am halfway through. But I have pumpkin, skirt, sweet corn and sweet corn shells. So now I need to make some, I'm going to make some things that kind of go up the side of the sweet corn. And then I'm going to make some beans. Adding some stiffener into these pieces that are going to go on the bodice like this. And I kind of want them to stand away, but not at the bottom. So I'm only going to add it on to like 3/4 of it so that it sort of can sew there and then go like that. I would probably normally hand sew this. I've got a lot to do. So we're just going to sew it on the machine, which might not give the same kind of texture, but I'm hoping that it will and that it'll work, because I've still got so much to do and I've only got like an hour and 45 minutes to do it, which doesn't feel like enough. We may have gone too far the other way this week. We had to go more complicated than last week. Last week was too simple. Keep going. Just keep sewing. Got some bias tape in and I'm going to hem the top of the bodice and then we're going to work out where to put the leaves on. I want a bit more volume in my pumpkin skirt, so I'm just going to put some net underneath it. Ow. And I'm just going to gather it because it needs to fit. But I'm just going to do massive hand stitches as opposed to stitching it on my machine, because it'll do it too tight and then it'll take too long to gather. So if I just do these big, almost like tacking stitches, and then I can get it into the skirt, and then I can gather it to what I want underneath. I'm going to sew these pipe cleaners into the straps. So hopefully it means that the straps won't just go straight over. They'll be able to manipulate a little bit. I mean, not massively because they're pipe cleaners, but a little bit. Look at that zip match. I love it when a zip matches the colour. I've literally got like half an hour to go. I've still got so much to do. And my bobbin ran out. I should never leave the zip to the end when I'm rushing because my zip's just gone completely. But at this point, I've got 25 minutes left. I'm not finished. Oh my god. I have literally got 10 minutes to just whack some beans on the beanstalk. Hopefully they will look like runner beans. Oh my god. How long is that?
About 3 minutes.
What is the countdown?
1 minute 20.
1 minute 20. Oh, what can I do in a minute 20? Move this around, make it look a bit more bean.
10, 9,
about 10 times as much.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, right, that's it. Your time is done.
Okay. That was too ambitious. Definitely. I feel like I've missed stuff out that I wanted to do. I wanted more beans. And I wanted more, like, I wanted to take the things into the bodice so that, like, these were in the bodice as well. But at least it's more adventurous than last week.